Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, we have the new Nora's Mix Volume 1 Update 31.2. All in all, good update. Minimal update, it's not because it's not like a massive mainline update, but it still has a lot of changes. Garuda tweaks and rework, I guess. Some augment changes. I think it's A to L augments that are changed up, updated, tweaked, if you will. And of course, Nora's Mix. So let's take a look at the update. It's not, again, huge, so it shouldn't take too long. Nora's Mix Volume 1, that will release later today, so it can go out on all platforms at the same time. But yeah, today, Wednesday, we are getting Nora's Mix Volume 1. We have entered the era of Nora's Mix. Aptly named, Nora has brought with her a mix of unique rewards spanning the old and new with a fresh selection of acts. Both new and experienced Tenno can earn the new Nora's Mix Volume 1 credits in style. This edition of Nora's Mix, a total of 22 new daily, weekly, and elite weekly acts have been added to give you new ways to earn credits. Complete them to earn never-before-seen customization, including the new Glacia Syndana, licit domestic drone, and more listed below. We'll take a look in-game afterwards as well, just to take a look at that, but I'm not going to go over the changing acts, because let's be real here, that does not matter at all, and I think I have gone over them before, but if you want to take a look, these are the daily acts here, right? These are going to be the new weekly acts here. There are the elite weekly acts, right? It's all simple, new missions, just, you know, it is what it is. You'll see them here and there across the weeks, so that's more important, let's be real. So some new rewards that are pretty cool, I'd say. Dual Swords, Sativa Skin, Stavika Skin, oh my god. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Ivara in Action Glyph, Glacia Syndana, Combat Reload Augment mod for Tigress, which does on headshot, or if +5 pellets hit the head, increase reload speed by +120% for 3 seconds. Okay. Ranged Advantage mod for the Akjagara, 300% damage if no enemies are within 10 meters at max. Cool. Licit domestic drone, the thing that really matters. Hell yeah. Plus a handpicked selection of rewards from previous Nightwave acts. So we get all of that, right? Wolfhowl emote, Nora stencil, Nabarus ephemera, blah blah blah, and evergreen rewards you know and love. Arcane Grace, Weapon Warframe slots, Kuva, Forma bundles, Orcan Catalyst, Melee Riven mod, Exilus Weapon and Warframe adapters, and Umbra mod. Forma, damn it, sorry. Words are hard. Anyways, Caliban's Cranium Helmet Blueprint will also appear in the first credit offering rotation once live for patrons of Nora's previous acts. Duplicate protection will be maintained for rewards that you've already unlocked, identical to Nora's choice. Yeah, you'll get credits instead if you have one of the duplicate one-off items. So, that's Nightwave, nothing big or surprising there. Let's get on to the more interesting, important changes. General Nightwave changes and fixes. Okay, sharing is caring act. Okay, none of that really matters. So it's just like bug and small stuff. Garuda ability changes. Now this is really what matters. Crimson Maiden of Death has been streamlined for more satisfying butchery with a focus on adding more maneuverability and deadliness to the Queen of Gore. The following changes have been made. Passive killing enemies, including assists, now increases damage by 5% up to 100% and drains by 1% every 2 seconds. Kills stall the drain for 5 seconds. This is a reflection of the new UI icon in the bottom right corner of your screen. So that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. It essentially just means kill more, damage more. Feels good. Dreadmere. Dreadmere's projectiles will now auto-throw when energy drains completely from charging. Okay, good. Add a new Dreadmere's projectile directional animation while charging midair before release. Dreadmere's projectiles can now be charged while sprinting. Garuda will now be invulnerable while traveling to the target. Doubled the damage scaling of the projectile while throwing. Adjusted the position of the projectile damage numbers. We lower it on the mirror so that it doesn't go off screen as often. And increase the speed of Dreadmere when not aiming. Dreadmere turn speed is also now instant while aiming. My god. Cool. Blood Altar. Garuda will now be invulnerable while traveling to the target. Okay. Bloodletting. Bloodletting now clears status procs when cast and slightly increased energy gain from 35% to 40% of Garuda's energy pool. I mean, not bad, right? Not bad if I do say so myself. Seeking Talons. Doubled base damage from 150 to 300 at max. Seeking Talons can now be charged without holding the cast binding for the entire duration. Either tap for a hands-free charging that will auto-release, or hold for manual charging. Slightly reduced max charge time. Cool. Added new Seeking Talons directional animation while being charged mid-air before releasing. Seeking Talons can now be charged while sprinting, and Garuda is now invulnerable while casting Seeking Talons until it is fully charged. And then a bunch of fixes. I never bother going over these as they don't usually matter in the grand scheme of things, right? But, I mean, it's going to be fun. We're going to try out Garuda probably more so when Garuda Prime comes out in about a week and a half, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Yeah, a week and a half, whatever. So that'll be great, but we'll definitely have a video looking at new Garuda and just taking a spin at her because she looks pretty fun, right? So we will do that after, well, another day. Warframe Augment buffs. Maybe I'll do it on stream as well. So yeah, remember to follow Twitch if I ever stream there as well. Thank you. As mentioned in our last dev stream, we set out to buff a selection of augments that were underused according to our statistics. Our goal is to bring these augments up to speed. Okay, let's see what they've actually done. For Ash's Smoke Bomb, conceals allies within 15 seconds for 8 seconds, or 15 meters for 8 seconds. New, added 150% crit chance buff while the player is in stealth. Great, just adds crit chance. Great, awesome. Atlas, Titanic Rumblers. Before it creates a single Rumbler with 300% health and 300% damage. New Rumbler now has 300% health, 400% damage, and 300% more range to hit multiple enemies with its melee attack. Thank God. Hopefully they'll be decent enough. Yay, Baruch Endless Lullaby. Performing finisher on a sleeping enemy would trigger lull for 100% of the remaining duration. In addition to finishers, lull's refill duration now triggers when a sleeping enemy is directly killed, does not trigger on assists, can now only be triggered once per 3 seconds. How many are there? Okay, that's actually not too bad. There's not as much changed as I thought, only about, what, maybe like 15 or so here, but there will be more. Anyways, Excalibur Furious Javelin. Oh, hell yeah. Each enemy hit would increase Excal's melee damage by 10% for 16 seconds. Melee damage is now increased to 15% at maximum rank. Cool. Yeah, if you want to do a melee form Excal, you can always throw on Furious Javelin, right? Have range and do it that way, but I never would. Surging Dash for Excalibur. Each enemy hit during /dash further increases your melee counter by 4. Double melee combo count gain from Surging Dash. I wonder how much of a change a lot of these augment mods will really make in the grand scheme, but we'll have to see. Gara Mending Splinters. For each target affected, Splinter Storm heals 3 health per second. New heal rate has been increased to 15 health per second per target affected. Okay, well that's really good. Garuda Dread Ward. Well, comparatively, right? Become unkillable for 5 seconds when Dread Mirror kills a target by ripping its life force. Now, the invulnerability duration is increased to 8 seconds. Dread Ward also has new visual feedback when casted. Okay, looks like good stuff so far. Now, Harrow Warding Thurible. Allies in range take 40% less damage while channeling Thurible and grant 0.5 additional energy charge whenever damaged. Less damage has been upped to 50% and now granted 1 energy when damaged. Okay. Then for Harrow, we have the Tribunal mod. Other players will proc 50% of the effects of Penance and Thurible when attacking chained enemies. Now, allies now proc 100% of the effects. Cool. Harrow buffs OP. It looks like Chroma Guided Effigy. Cast and hold to make Effigy move to your aim point, deal 200% damage, 2000% damage. Per second to enemies in its path, roars on arrival, stunning nearby enemies. Now it does. Now deals double the damage, restores 5 energy for each enemy hit in its path. Also improved the responsiveness of Effigy when turning / moving. Cool, Guided Effigy has been buffed. Nice, Hydroid Corroding Barrage, kinda expected that. Each projectile has a 100% chance of inflicting a corrosive status effect. Tempest Garage gains 100% ability strength. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Cool. Hydroid Curative Undertow. Allies can stand in the pool to regain 30% health every 1.5 seconds, increasing the energy drain on Hydroid per ally. New, the energy drain to heal allies has been removed. And the Augment's description has been updated to indicate that Hydroid will restore 10% health. This was always an effect, it was just not indicated in the description. Cool. Hydroid title Impunity. Clears status effects and grants 12 seconds of status immunity for yourself and allies that come in contact with Tidal Surge. Reduce Tidal Surge's energy cost from 25 to 15. Okay, so yeah, these, you know, some are minimal, some are big changes. Inaros Desicatian's Curse. That's bad, don't worry about it. Killing a blinded enemy with a finisher has now a 100% chance of summoning a Sand Shadow. Increased Sand Shadow's damage by double as well. Cool. And it used to be 75% chance of summoning. Okay, almost done. Elemental Sandstorm on Inaros. Okay, let's just go to the new. Sandstorm has a 50% chance of inflicting status effects based on the damage types and mods on equipped melees. That's been changed to 100%. As well, Sandstorm receives a 50% increase in range. Oh, thank God. That's cool. Limbo's Rift Haven. This one's actually big, because allies banished to the Rift will have 25% of their maximal health restored, and now it's allies banished to the Rift will have 25% of their maximal health restored every second. So you just go into the little Rift in order to gain a bunch of health. Feels good. Dojo additions, 2 new rooms and new dojo decorations inspired by the Grenier Kuva Fortress and Orican Tower tile set. Okay. 2 new orbiter decorations. Wow. Some small changes. Chrome's Effigy. Reduce Chrome's Effigy radial knockback intensity. You'll still enemies. Okay. Explosive barrels will now knock down enemies. If they are within 0 to 2 meters, they'll be knocked down by the blast. At 2 to 6, they will suffer heavy stagger. Yeah, and then the values go around. If they die from blast, they will ragdoll instead. Cool. Increased drone health. Decreased number of reinforcements in level 10 to 30 bounties in Plains of Eidolon. Okay, Tidal Surge changes. Hydroid's Tidal Surge can now be cancelled early by jumping, reduce the cost of a second Tidal Surge cast by 50% while in Tidal Surge. Recasting the ability to change directions will now do so seamlessly while in Tidal Surge form. Fixes Hydroid spamming. Okay, and then some optimization and fixes here. A lot of fixes. Interesting enough. So, yeah, those are the big changes there. What do you guys think of the update? It's not a massive one because that's Angels of the Zeramon, but 31.2 is here. I don't think Nightwave's going to be here yet. Yeah, no Nightwave at all there. Nora isn't here yet. As a reminder again that Nightwave Nora's Mix Volume 1 will begin later today. So we can't even take a look at the Nightwave items yet. So maybe I'll have some other videos out later today. One just taking a look at the Nightwave items, and then maybe one tomorrow taking a look at Garuda. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you all for joining me. That is the update for today and all the changes. Let me know what you liked, what you hated. If you really love all of the augment changes, I mean, it's just good overall, so you can't be too mad, right? But again, next big update coming April, so for now, we chill. Thank you all for watching. Sub, like, comment down below, and I will see you next time. Peace.